Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to build an entire project. So we have decided to build a massive island, which I terraformed it all by myself. As you can see on the video, I terraformed it all by myself and then decided to do a little project on it, some sort of a village with a castle, and you will see it all in the video right now. So first of all, we started with placing a massive stone wall, which then we decided to carve out. As you can see, as I'm doing it right now, I decided to place grass on top of the massive stone wall, and then under the stone wall, or around the stone wall, we decided to do some, I guess you can call it terraforming, even though it doesn't look like terraforming. I just tried to make it look as real as possible. And then, as you can see here in the middle of the massive stone wall, I ended up placing a waterfall. It ended up being some sort of a river by the end of the time lapse. You guys will see that. But so far, as you can see, we are still working on the terraforming. This, by the way, took a very long time, especially the terraforming. It took me about like 2-3 days of non-stop working on it. I think I spent around 10 to 12 hours every single day working on this project. So yeah, the terraforming took about 3 days, which means that's about 36 hours, and you guys will see it in like 2-3 minutes, just because I had to speed up through the entire project so the videos wouldn't be long. And then after that, as you can see, I added some bushes, and then I decided to place some grass and then continue the waterfall as a river. And then I decided to place some trees down here so it would look kind of like we're on a mountain somewhere. And here is the side of the wall. I decided to go up, placing some more trees even on this side. And as you can see, the terraforming, we are going up, so like it's some sort of a mountain. So for this project, I got inspired by a place in Spain. I saw it on Google, and there is some sort of a place in Spain, I think it's a village or something, where the houses are on top of like the hill, but the mountain still continues above. But there is like a part of the mountain where like a massive stone rock, let's say, is out of the mountain, and then there is where all the houses are. So I kind of got inspired from that. I decided to do something like that. As you can see, we did the terraforming on this side. Now we're placing all the trees, and now we're continuing on the other side, doing the terraforming on this side as well, and then we're gonna fill it up all with trees even on this side. So so far, I think it was the second or the third day of me working non-stop on the terraforming. It definitely took a long time. As you guys can see, I was just placing random blocks using the fill command, and then I was digging up the blocks, placing some more blocks, and then kind of making it look as real as possible. I mean, that's the best that I could do. It kind of looks really weird for Minecraft, but I think it's okay. I really like the way that it turned out. I really like the way how I did the terraforming of this project. And as you can see, after I finished this entire side, I decided to place a bunch of trees. I wanted to do custom trees, but then I realized that that's gonna take me a hell of a long time, so I decided to stop that. And then after we finished the terraforming right there, we decided that we wanted to do a massive mountain in the back. And as you can see, I'm just placing these cobblestone andesite type massive walls on the back of the terraforming that we did so far. And then after placing all these massive walls using the fill command, I decided to go through all of them, and as you can see, I decided to carve out some blocks, add some more blocks, and make it look as real as possible, kind of like a massive mountain. And you guys will see in the video right now, I ended up doing the whole thing, and in my opinion, it turned out very well. It turned out really good. I really like the way it ended up looking after we terraformed it all. This part definitely took a long time. I think just doing the wall behind here, terraforming the entire wall, took like 12 hours, I think, of work. So yeah, it was a pain in the ass, but after a long time I ended up finishing this. And then the exciting part came after we finished this. We started building the project, which you guys will see right now. We started off building a castle in the middle. First of all, we placed a river in the middle. You guys will see it right now. We placed a river in the middle of the massive island, or massive rock island, however you want to call it. We placed the river in the middle, and then we decided to build the castle kind of in the middle of the river. Here we start placing some cobblestone so we can outline the river, and yeah, this is how it looks like. It kind of doesn't make sense. Here is when we start building the castle, so the castle is in the middle of the river. That kind of doesn't make sense, but yeah, I did it, and we're going with that. So first of all, we start building some towers, the side towers, which are going to be bigger. This was all built on the go. I did not have any idea planned. I did not even have any inspiration for the castle. I just made up a design while working on it. So if it doesn't look really good, it was just a project on the go. I was just like, let's record something, and I ended up doing this massive project, and I really like the way it turned out, especially the castle. In my opinion, the castle turned out very well. As you can see right now, we are working on a second tower. This is a much smaller tower. Now we're working on the roof of this tower. So this is kind of like the entrance tower. So when we enter the castle, the door is in the middle right there, and then these two are kind of like the two towers that hold the entrance of the castle. Here I decided to add some granite, but then I thought it was not a good idea, so I went with bricks only. To build this castle I used sandstone, smooth sandstone, sandstone bricks. Yes, sandstone bricks is not a block available, but I decided to use I decided to add a resource pack for this project. It's technically the default resource pack with shaders, but with just a little bit of a few changes, so the blocks look better. For example, the brick block looks just a little bit different, the sandstone block looks a bit different, the andesite, the cobblestone, they look a little bit different. They look, in my opinion, much better. As you can see, we finished these two towers. Now we move on to the back, where we built this wall going all the way to the mountain. It's kind of like supposed to be kind of like a walkway that we did, and I really like the way it turned out. This world, by the way, this project that we did it for 100 subscribers. It's a 100 subscriber special, so I want to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for 100 subscribers. I know it's a low number, but it means a lot to me. I'm really hoping that one day I'm gonna be able to break 1,000 or 10,000 subscribers, or maybe one day even 100,000. I'm hoping that one day we are gonna achieve that. But yeah, I'm going to keep on posting videos until one day maybe we blow up and end up achieving that goal. But anyways, this was for 100 subscribers. Thank you so much for everybody who subbed to my channel. Keep subscribing if you guys want to see more content. Subscribe, watch the videos, like them, share them. Let's get as many views as possible so we can get more subscribers, so we can get even more videos. I know lately I've not been posting that many videos. Well, this video took like 2 weeks to do, so I guess that's what I've been working on lately. But yeah, as you can see right here, we started to work on the other side of the castle. We did another small tower at the entrance, and now we're doing a bigger tower to kind of end the castle, or this side of the castle. And now we're doing the other side of the wall of the castle and the roof of this tower. So the world download will be this world's download will be in the description, so you guys can come can download the world, can come check it out, get some inspiration. If you want to build something like this, you can come in and count the blocks, look at how it was built, and then build it for yourself if you guys want to. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy this build, because it took me a long time to do. As I said, it took me 2 weeks to start this project, to finish the project, to do all the recording, editing, rendering, uploading, and everything. It took me a long time, so I hope you guys really enjoy this project. There are some parts in this project which I ended up not recording. For example, I did a bridge in front of the castle, which then I ended up destroying because it was so close to the castle that it was kind of blocking the view. So I decided to destroy that, and then I built another bridge. I did not record any of that because I forgot, to be honest. But yeah, anyways, we're doing, and now we have moved inside the castle, where we do 2 of these big towers inside the castle. These 2 towers don't really have a roof on them. They have kind of like a little place where, let's say, the archers can hang out right there, or somebody can like protect the castle from that place up there. And then here we do a little wall in the middle with some sort of a walkway, and here are some stairs so we can go up to like the 2nd floor of the castle. I did not do any interior design, nor in the castle, nor in any of the village houses that you guys are gonna see. So if you guys want to do that, you can download the world, and you can go in at every house and do the interior designs. As you can see, right next to the windows I placed redstone lamps with redstone blocks so they can admit some light. Yeah, in my opinion, I didn't want to do any interior designs because it was gonna take like probably another 2 weeks, and you guys are probably not gonna see the interior design, so that's why I decided not to do any interior designs. Right now, as you can see, we have moved to the middle part of the castle, which is the highest part of the castle. It's a 3-floor building right here in the middle, where it kind of like represents the main part of the castle, in my opinion. And I was going to do some sort of a massive like a globe block or something at the top of the castle, but I decided not to do it because to be honest, I didn't know, and it was gonna take a long time. And I also just said it was 3 floors, but it's actually 2 floors. The 3rd floor is technically this little hangout area or balcony area, if you want to call it, on the top. But yeah, anyways, we are now done with the castle. We have moved to the side where we built a village. As you can see right here, I decided to add some wheat fields, kind of like terraform the wheat fields a bit, and then here at the top of the wheat fields I decided to build a small little windmill building, and then add a long or a big windmill to it. In my opinion, every single village needs something that has to do with farms, whether it's animals or wheat or whatever. So every farm needs that, so I decided to do some sort of a small wheat farm with a windmill added to it, and this is how it turned out. In my opinion, I really like the design, especially the windmill design of this windmill. So after we built this windmill, we decided to move on and start building the houses of this village. We decided to go with some sort of a medieval theme build where we used white wool as the main building material, and then we used some oak logs to kind of like outline the build. As you can see right here on the roof, we used blocks, slabs, and stairs of planks. It may seem like it's dark oak planks, but it's actually not. It's acacia planks, but the resource pack, as I said, is different. And over here, as you can see, I'm trying to tame some horses. And then after I tame them, I have a little spot for barrels, for horses. Then we add some trees, some walkways, some lights. Here we add a small little well. And then we add some grass, and pretty much the entire village is like this. Right here I added a bigger building. It was supposed to be kind of like a town hall building, but then I ended up realizing that I'm not doing any interior design, so I just started building random builds, and then yeah, this is how it turned out. In my opinion, it looks really well. It's supposed to be a town hall, as I said, building, but I ended up realizing that I'm not doing interior, and also the town hall building can be inside the castle if you really want to. So I decided just to leave it as a random build, added some barrels, trees, pathways, grass, lights, and yeah, it made the building look a lot better. Then we continue to this side. As you can see, there is the bridges, the main bridge in the middle, which, as I said, I forgot to record. It has the same blocks as we used on the castle, and in my opinion it turned out really well. And then we have two little wooden bridges that connect to the platform in front of the castle. And then here on this side, the side where we are actually building, we are building some little houses, some 3x5 houses with some interesting roof designs. My favorite part of the building this small village was the roofs of every single one of the houses. In my opinion, they looked really well, and I really like the blocks that we used to build these houses. I really like the medieval theme type houses, so in my opinion they turned out really well. So in this side we decided to fill up the whole entire area with a bunch of random houses. We decided to go with some trees, some grass, as you can see, and here in the middle we do some more houses. We finally do a little bit of a bigger house. Actually no, this one is a small house, but the one that's just going to be built in front of that is going to be kind of like a bigger house, and it's going to also have a well and a barrel spot where we added some horses. Just like the first house, we added some horses, some barrels, and just to make it look a bit more interesting and a bit more village like. So after we finished building this side of the village, we moved on to the other side. You guys will see that right now. And then the other side, I decided to not do any houses. I decided to build a school. As you can see right here, we start on the other side. I decided to build right here. We started off with a barn. I decided to build a barn, and I used the same block materials, and in my opinion it turned out very well. Even though we used the same block materials, the barn looked really good. And yeah, here is the barn. We are building the barn, and then after we finish building the barn, we build some sort of a little farm area next to the barn. You guys will see that right now. Also, I ended up placing some black wool in front of the doors and the windows of the barn, because as I said, I'm not doing any interior design, so I just ended up placing those. You guys will see that right now, I think. And then I added up some more trees, some grass, some more pathways, just to make the place look a little bit more interesting and give it a little bit of an interesting vibe to it. Here next to the castle, as you can see, I did a small house, but this isn't supposed to be a house. This is supposed to be kind of like maybe a small little area to, let's say, like buy something, or a little market area. There we decided to do a little sitting area where we're working right now next to the river and the bridge. We decided to do a small little sitting area, and then we added some trees. We added a well here in the middle, a bigger well, and then we added some pathways, and then we continued on to build. We started building another bigger project. We will see that right now. As you can see, I'm adding some more trees, some more grass, some more lights, some pathways, and now we move on to this side of the house, or this side of the village, where we decided to build a couple of small markets where you can potentially buy some small stuff. We also added some villagers inside those small markets, just to make it look more interesting, like they're like selling something. As you can see, they're very, very small markets, but in my opinion they look really well. And as you can see, now we continue building a massive building. This was supposed to be a school. It was supposed to be a school, a massive school, but I did not do any interior design. I just built the school. As you can see, it's 2 floors, but then the roof is massive. And as I said, building the roofs of these village houses was my favorite thing to do. So building this roof especially was really nice for me, because I really liked how it turned out. As you can see, it's a very long and big roof, and it turned out to look very good in my opinion. After we finished building the school, we add some trees, some pathways, some grass again next to the school, so we can make it a little bit more interesting. And then we move on to this side, where I started building some sort of a mosque or a church, but then I ended up getting something completely different. And like, it kind of looks like a church or a mosque, but it's not really. Well, the idea was to build a church or a mosque, but as you guys can see, the building looks a little bit more different. So I like the way it turned out. It just doesn't really look like a church nor a mosque in my opinion. After we built that, we decided to move to the corner right here. We decided to build a little stable area, because every farm needs a little stable area for their cows, we have horses and pigs over here. And then we built a little small front area where we added some puzzle, so the cows, pigs and horses can go out and like eat or just walk around there. Then we decided to add some pathways, some lights, some trees, and then here we decided to add a little front garden for the school. This is the last part of the village project, so it's just a few details, some sort of a little hangout area for the school, and the smithy area right here. But anyways, this was it. This was it for the project. Now you guys will be seeing some cinematic shots of the whole entire project, and I will thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's a bit long, but I really appreciate for everybody who subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate everyone who watches my videos. So thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching all my videos, and I will see you guys in the next video.